Good evening and welcome to Heather Gillespie. I don't know if she's going to be a reoccurring person in this, like late night Larson. This is going to be like a taste to see if we want to do that or not. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Before I get into that, though, Mr. Archek, someone new name for Queen. Queen did a whole fucking post about me. So while this is like getting started up here, I'm going to go over that real quick just to show you what the heck happened there. Hey, what's up, Cozy? How you doing tonight? Let me switch this over to this. And I'm going to get this pulled up here because it all started here. So this doesn't have anything to do with Heather Gillespie, but Queen of Karma made this post or something that the professor posted. And in this post, she said that she's about to get crazier. She's like, I'm about to get crazier. And I was like, oh, she's about to get crazier. Then Mr. Archek here, was like, watch out. You're going to have a big, long community post if you mention her or anything, which, yeah, that happened. So I went into her thing. And she banned me for getting along with her mods. She bans me for everything. Even though I wasn't doing anything bad. And then she made this whole long ass post. So yeah, he called it. I got a whole long ass community post. And I'm not reading all this because this is like look at this. So this goes on and on and on. And then there's an extra person in there that I think it's actually her on an alt, because I remember somebody saying that like Seeker of Truth is actually her alt, saying that like no one can help me in many ways. I've stalked them as well, which is why they're on a different account, but it gets worse over time, trust me. So I don't know who the heck that person is, but I just get like AI to deal with people like this now, or to at least try to understand them. So I went to ChatGPT and I was just like, bro, can you summarize this for me? And they did. So this is what ChatGPT took away from it. I was like, can you summarize this rant for me, please? Gave it to him, and it gave me this nice little paragraph here. Look at that. Look how fucking nice that is. Let me see. I'm going to have to put it down a bit more so you guys can see it all. There we go. So in this rant, the author is frustrated with someone named Steve Delive, whom they accuse of stalking them online. They claim that Steve Delive repeatedly contacts them. I comment on their channel sometimes because she doesn't block me. And she comes in and comments on my shit constantly. So I think it's fair. Even after they've asked them to stop and have blocked them. She didn't block me. I just said that. The author believes that they have the right to respond to Steve Delive's actions. I don't know what my actions were. Just like anyone else would respond to comments made about them on social media. They also mentioned that they feel they were doing worse things to people than them in real time. So I don't know who I'm doing worse things to in real time, making them question why they're being singled out as the problem. The author concludes by warning Steve Delive that if he doesn't stop, they may involve the police. So that's our daily dose of Queen there. Hey, Cooking with Silence. ChatGPT is just one of those automated phone machines, but with Google. Yeah, but it summarized Queen's crazy rant for me, so I don't have to read it all, which is awesome. So yeah, let's get into this crazy goofball, Heather Gillespie, while I clean up some of my tabs here. And again, it's Queen can call in anytime, but she chooses not to for whatever reason. So when you YouTube Heather Gillespie, a lot of stuff pops up. This first channel pops up right here, Crazy Train. Crazy Train seems to know what's going on. They remind me, I think they're like a Steve Soroka channel, but for Heather Gillespie. There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff on here. I also I have her Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and her website. She has a website. Let me pull that up for you guys first, actually. So this website is called Merciful Storm. There's just like a bunch of posts on the homepage. I don't know. It's like, it reminds me of Tumblr. There's a blog and then an about section. When I went to the about section the first time, I was like, this This can't be her website. This isn't her, but this is just the generic. This is your about page. This creates opportunity. I think she's supposed to delete this, but I don't know. So, and her about page is super crazy long too. I'm not reading all that. Maybe we'll get ChatGPT to summarize this for us too. Yeah, Heather Gillespie, November 3rd, 2020. Big ass long story. So I don't know. We'll watch some videos first to get a feel for her. We'll watch some shorts, and then I'm gonna go over to this Crazy Train channel because they have like a couple like 7-minute video, 10-minute video, so we can kind of get a gist of stuff. And then there was this one that I was skimming through, and I was like, this is crazy. It's like an hour long. I don't think we'll watch the whole hour, but she's like getting in a fight with a cop in a playground. So I was like, that'll be interesting. So that I guess like kind of a thing. I swore that somebody said that they emailed me a bunch of stuff on Heather Gillespie. So I checked all my emails and I checked all my junk mail, and I found a lot of funny scam emails, but I didn't find any email about Heather Gillespie. So in case I'm crazy, let me just actually, unless I missed it, I'm assuming they would have subjected it Heather Gillespie. I didn't do a search like that. Gillespie. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I don't really have as good of a roadmap as I did with Daniel Larson. So we'll play it by ear here. So here's some shorts. Once my thing loads. Yeah, the Queen of Spades. She's the one who says weird stuff on me on Twitter sometimes.
So thus far, the day is going stellar. I woke up in a mansion of a tent. So
a mansion of a tent, huh? That's like an upgrade.
Much better than yesterday with the hanging roof and whatnot. And I had a big breakfast from McDonald's, and we're on our way to the doctor. See, when they take everything from you, then it doesn't require that much to make you happy and impressed. You know what I mean? So anyways, shout out to, and Xavier gave me money. Thank you. Give him a
Who's Xavier? I guess that's her new guy.
So
I think they're homeless together.
We're going to the doctor about the baby. And we'll let you know. So thus far, the day is going.
I mean, that's definitely James Soroka vibes. Homeless people be homeless. Touching himself. What?
Xavier here wants to, God damn it. He wants to film a movie. He also wants us to get drunk. That would mean that's our third day getting drunk in a row.
And film a movie.
And before we ended up getting drunk these 3 days.
Why does she have an accent here? She doesn't have an accent when she was bitching about cheese pizza. That's like my introduction to her. She was saying that New York was flooded because of cheese pizza. I guess I could play that clip. I'll get that one pulled up because that's like a 18-second clip I think I posted on Twitter. What is going on here then? Drugs? They're going to film like what, a porno or something?
We had 6 months without getting drunk.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're drunk. Okay.
So I'm not an alcoholic or nothing like that.
Did she turn Southern when she started drinking?
But Xavier vomited on his own pants and got lost 3 blocks away.
You didn't even tell them what happened.
I found him and I brought him back.
You didn't even tell them what happened.
Wow. Oh, okay. Pressing down goes down.
And when did he say that?
He said that about 2 hours ago.
Okay, and this is
to call you ever since.
Okay, and since
the door, and when I knocked on the door earlier, we called. We knocked at least 3 times. We knocked it like 6 times. We turned the TV up because the TV went.
I've been asleep, ma'am. Were the blinds drawn? Did we not speak this morning and I expressed to you that Mr. Rivera or Jerry would be here to pay by the end of the evening, as they've been paying by 10 or 11 p.m. every single night since I've been here on the evening shift. They're refusing to leave my room. I have no clothes on. They literally, this woman and 3 other man
That's a cat.
officers entered my room. The blinds were drawn. I was in bed asleep, minding my business. I've already said I would leave.
With books? What did you have there?
Even though The vacancy laws in the state of Florida are that they have to file some sort of suit or give me some sort of notice when you're using a hotel dwelling as a vacancy. I'm already saying I'll leave. They refuse to leave my room so that I could get out of bed and get dressed. And when did he?
Did you leave? All right. Yeah, we'll just slap over to her Twitter real quick because then I can show you the other one. We'll put the, I mean, with no context, I have no fucking clue what's going on, bro. So this is her Twitter. Coco GoPro Solo, personal blog, owner of GoPro Solo. I don't know what GoPro Solo is. Fit mom, Viva Louise Alexis. Is that her kids, I guess? She has 3 kids. Does she have 3 kids? Social media marketing and strategy. This is like a female James Soroka, but with kids, bro. I mean, I guess James Soroka has 1 kid. That's her website. That's where I got her website from, actually. It was from this. She hasn't posted on her Twitter, actually, in a while. Her pinned tweet is from, like, July 31st, and then her last tweet was on August 2nd. So it's been, like, over 2 months that she hasn't posted. I have to say I'll become better at compartmentalization because I most certainly don't have it mastered. Do you think compartmentalization is useful? Hashtag GoPro Solo. I mean, I think that's for entrepreneur. This is all right. So it looks like her Twitter was basically her doing push-ups. That's that. Got strength in my body, mind, and soul. It's been 8 months of zero contact with my mom and sister. 6 months, only 1 text from my gram. 8 weeks, no contact with my youngest child, Alexis. I am a mom. God help me. Why can't she see her kids? Is it because she's crazy? Why is she? This is a bunch of this doesn't make any sense. So this is like a post being angry that she can't see her family. And then she also has makeup for some reason here and her doing push-ups. And then what is this video? None of this like ties together. What the fuck does all this have to do with each other? Why is this video so small? I don't know what's happening here. Oh, she's showing like her head's messed up. Oopsies. Okay, well that's that. I don't know what that's about. Okay, let me show you guys the pizza clip since this is like a fever dream. You've been following Heather for years. Give me where should I start? You know what I mean? Is there a good starting place for all of this, or should I just kind of my mind is very sporadic when it's taking in new information, so it just kind of goes all over the place. I think you guys probably witnessed that last night if you watched the Daniel Larson stream. So yeah, I don't know where we should start. This is the pizza clip. Here it is. So yeah, Heather Gillespie says New York is flooded because of cheese pizza. The more you know. And I just need the audio.
Understand that, and it's
there we go. Oh my goodness. No.
cheese pizza makes everyone constipated. It's awful. Everyone knows cheese pizza makes everyone constipated. Please stop giving everyone cheese pizza. You are constipating the city, and that's why we're flooding. Do you understand that? And it's been raining lately and will continue to rain. Please stop feeding these people fucking cheese pizza. Please. It's awful.
It's awful. That's why New York's flooded. So that was recent. That was like, I don't know, a few days ago when New York was flooded. Let's go to some of the 7-minute videos because maybe we can get a better context of things. And that. So this is the Crazy Train channel. Crazy Train, like I said before, I think it's kind of like Steve Soroka. It just looks like it's a bunch of like her streams and stuff. That doesn't look like it's on her social media anymore. Like Poop Talk with the pizza with Dusty. I actually was skimming through this and I couldn't find her actually saying like that direct quote, but it looks like it is the same stream. It's Heather Clinically Insane. That's like a 28-minute one. Her most recent one looks like that's only 16 minutes. So the one that I was thinking, we could do like the 6-minute one, the 7-minute one. We got enough time to take that to the 2-minute one. Reality versus fiction, mutilated and abused. Oh God. Okay, I don't want to. Heather missing her old body. Oh God. Okay, let's just do this one. Homeless scammer wants to help you with your business. That seems up my alley. This began after she was on the show Love After Lockup. I have seen some clips of her on that, and she seemed crazy. There is actually, so when I was doing, like putting together the clip for the mystery stream, most of the clips were from that. And then there was also, oh yeah, I'll show you guys that one. There was her like being chased by police. The police were actually trying to pull her over, and she just didn't comply and somehow got away. So I'll actually pull that up as well. So I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And then, yeah, there is that video that I guess we could see that one YouTuber made like best moments from Love After Lockup and kind of, I guess, gives like a little backstory. So we can watch her video as well. We'll give her a shout out. You should check her out. I don't know what she does or anything, but if you're going to be watching like someone else's content, do that. This is just like archival stuff, but Crazy Train, go check them out too if you like Heather Gillespie. And then we'll get into this. She looks angry. She looks freaking angry there. Today I had an apple, 10 candies, fun-sized baby Ruth, 5 lollipops, caramel apple, 4 tequila, the ones from 7-Eleven. I haven't had a single word response since November to any of the thousands of resumes I have sent since February. The Indeed posts aren't even loading anything new, and all the shift gig work I apply for is fake. As I've said, this isn't my life. I don't know how to be as successful as a street person. I have an education and multiple years experience in numerous fields. Being broke and homeless is not one of them. Please donate. Call your local alderman. Call the court system on my behalf. If you can do so, please donate with Apple Pay or Cash App.
Okay, so my question is basically this. If there's no AI interference and there's nothing weird going on with my family and friends, how is it possible that me, their daughter, cousin, sister, has been raped, beaten, robbed, stabbed, abused, bludgeoned, etc., stalked? All of this is documented. All of them have seen it. But I just texted like my cousin, for instance, this morning, and she makes a comment that's so far out of left field. She knows the situation with my exes. She knows the corruption. She knows my life has been in jeopardy. No one has texted me back, making me think that the phone is closed. This morning, she responds back asking about the kids' dads, like she doesn't know. Xavier does that sometimes too. Like if I'm sitting next to a fucking stranger, my family and I are close. We always keep in touch with each other's situations. Like, what the?
What? Me and my family are close. This is on September 11th when we were just reading her stuff from August on her Twitter, being like, it's been 6 months since I have talked to anybody. I mean, I'm like hot. I'm hot to, how long has this stream been going for? 18 minutes, and first contradiction there. BCG. So that's not Crazy Train, right? I'll search up BCG after. And Angela, I think, was it you that said that you were going to email me? Did you email me? And did it like not go through? Or maybe, do I have the right? I have all my emails on my phone. I don't know. Let me know if it was you. Because I didn't get an email if we did do that.
What the fuck is going on here? Let's do a walk and talk. What skills do I have that make me employable or a good entrepreneur? Let's discuss it. Why should you hire me? Why should you work with me? Copywriting skills. Do you need a website? Not only can I create a website for you in under a few minutes, I can teach you how to do it and work with you periodically while you're learning to help you continue to design and do it yourself, because you can lead the horse to water, or you could.
It's me. Okay. Well, I searched for the email at the beginning of the stream, before the stream. I couldn't find it. I don't know. But if you send it to stevedelive@gmail.com or stevedeliveshow@gmail.com, that it should go to that. Or send me a DM on Twitter or on Instagram. Yeah, I should have went through. I don't know what's going on. I'll look at, so Toxic Diamond and BCG. I'll look up next after this here, and I'll show you guys. I don't know. Well, we'll start there. Yeah.
Is that how it goes? Teach the horse to drink. Whatever. The point is, copywriting
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. That's the saying.
skills. Writing is more than just website creation. It's also an introduction to what your website is, and being able to captivate the message of your business or your brand in a short little, sweet paragraph. That's copywriting and website development. I can do that. Are you some sort of C-level executive or
I do have an iPhone. I don't know what my email associated with it is. I think, can I add more emails? I don't know. We'll figure it out though.
doctor or someone who is just a busy person with a mom and a business? I mean, who's a mom maybe with a business and several babies and all of this stuff? Same. We can collaborate with each other. If you have events, we can be assistants to each other. If you want to throw events, I can help with new business development and different concepts. A lot of people have referred to my services as musing in the past. If you watch the GoPro Solo Entertainment page, there's a lot of inspiration there.
What is GoPro Solo supposed to be exactly?
Also, personal training. If you need fitness, meal plans, I got you there. NASM CCPT and ISSA. I've completed all 3 courses. Also, healthcare, diabetic education. If you have an older person in your life, a sick person in your life, or a young person in your life, and you need any of these services, I got you there as well. I worked at several prestigious area hospitals for men. Lastly, everyone knows I am a straight up beast at staffing. So if you guys have staffing needs, I have staffing solutions. And if you're doing any work at any sort of trade shows or require any sort of creative marketing campaigns, I can handle that for you as well. And that's as small as McCormick Place shows, trade shows, and as large as trade shows at places like McCormick Place and others, the Donald Stevenson Convention in Rosemont. I go all over there. So if you need help with that, hit me up, as well as if it's something small, passing out samples, rebranding, etc., and so forth. So just, my DM is always open if you have any work. I'm super flexible. I could take payment plans. Don't let your business plans stop because you don't have the budget right now to get started. I'll help you. If you still don't think that there's anything corrupt.
I mean, like, if she's actually taking all those courses and everything, I guess, like, you need to have somewhere to live to get a job. I don't know. That it must be a weird position to be. Like, I don't know if she's telling the truth or not, first off. But, like, let's say she does have all those credentials and she ended up homeless somehow. It's like, yeah, how do you get a job, like a business job again, as a homeless person? I bet she was not easy, right? James Soroka missed the chance to be on Love After Lockup. Maybe next time he goes to prison. Yeah, maybe, right? he was talking about that. What the heck was it? 60 days in jail or something. That other one.
Going on. Let me just remind you that I'm going into year 4, being displaced from my home and separated from my 3 children, who I have legal primary joint custody of, all 3. Okay. Yet Dylan has disappeared off the radar, is not found in the IDOC system, nor is Marissa. Yet every
like Dylan from Love After Lockup?
Person who was doing anything, even within a mile radius of where I lived or anyone I knew, has been charged and convicted with Class X or Class 1 felonies and are serving time. My own aunt, you guys remember from Love After Lockup? Her adopted brother was also targeted during this time, charged with a Class X felony and given 7 years. Dylan was caught with guns and drugs and beat the fuck out of me and Marissa, but is missing in action. Can't find him on any IDOC. Make it make sense.
Well, like he's on the run or something? What is this? Okay, so Aunt Aunt something had a heart attack. Aunt Diane passed away. Aunt something's brother was set up and charged with Class X felony and charged has served his time and is home on parole. I've been AR'd multiple times. I've been stabbed, bludgeoned, and beaten by strangers claiming I was a snitch per Dylan, unlawfully thrown out of my own home and separated from my entire family, including my 3 babies, for nearly 4 years. That sounds terrible. Oh, Aunt Diane. It was Aunt Diane?
And those are just like scratching the surface items that have gone on. I am being held against my will. I am being separated and trapped away from my family members, my friends, and my children, and I have been since 2019. I want to press charges against everyone involved. I've been blatantly denied my right to a court date, and I've been out here for 7 months. I'm pregnant as hell. What am I
Whose kid is it? Is it Dylan's kid?
supposed to be doing out here? I've not given my permission to be used or exploited. I've not given my
How do you... I don't think anyone gives their permission to be used or exploited. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but I don't think anyone is like, yeah, you can exploit me. I give my permission for that.
permission for my situation to be used or exploited. I've been blatantly denied after petitioning the court a court date. Dylan is the only person who's been caught with guns and drugs and doing all this shit, and he's the only one who's disappeared off the face of the planet.
Does she do drugs? Because she seems like she probably might do a little bit of drugs.
Why do the ones doing all this shit to everyone get protected and the rest of us get thrown outside in the trash? I mean, if there's any reason.
Yeah, I remember like it was like what, a day or two on the show, and then it was over. He broke up with her, and then we got all this.
To continue going on and on. I will. What else have they done? Separated me and my children from my puppy, an emotional support animal that we spent $800 on just a month before they took him away and gave him to my mother.
You might not be fit to care for the puppy if you're homeless.
Offered me zero assistance in any way, literally put me in a tent for 14 months, looked the other way while I was sexually assaulted multiple times, looked the other way while I was robbed for upwards of $800 cash multiple times, let people break into my house, steal my food, steal my clothes. When I lived at Montclair, set me up, batter-rammed my door down with a lease and rental receipts in hand, ignored 7 petitions that I filed with the court in the state of Illinois, ignored about 100 police reports filed from Tampa Bay to South Beach to Georgia to Chicago. I could keep going all night long.
I'm sure you could. Sure you could. Okay. That's some crazy stuff. Okay, so let's go to, what was that one? It was Toxic Diamond. Okay. Diamond. What the heck? Let's see. They don't do just Heather Gillespie, it looks like. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. After Dylan Smith's arrest with Heather. I mean, we could just watch the Love After Lockup thing that I was talking about before, and then maybe we did the BCG one, and then Angela, if you want to, once I don't know why the email isn't working. Like I might be going to junk. I've moved all my junk into main though, so it should be somewhere. I'm sure we can figure it out. You can send me like links to theirs. I'll spend too long trying to do it there. Yeah, keep things rock-a-rolling. But there was this, yeah, Heather Gillespie's craziest moments on Love After Lockup. So there was some pretty good clips in here. Oh, that's us. Look, the face is the same face. It's the Love After Lockup face. I think this is only like 15 minutes as well. It's only 10 minutes. Okay. I think they give like a little bit of background as well. So this is I think this is a good video. This is by Smitten Kitten. They only got 597 subs. So go give them a sub if you're into Heather Gillespie's stuff. I don't know what else they do. Let's give it a thumbs up for them. Because yeah, when I was skimming through it, I was like, there's some pretty good stuff in here. So show them some love.
Give me my keys, please!
Being crazy right now, you're gonna get hurt! Heather, stop the car! You bitch!
I want to talk about Heather's craziest moments on Love After Lockup. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it right now.
I'm definitely a romantic. When I fall in love with someone, I just want to give them the whole world. I know.
iCloud. It should just be Steve Delive at iCloud.com. Should be.
Never had trouble meeting people. I just had trouble keeping them.
So, most of us already know exactly why Heather has trouble keeping relationships,
but we don't. So tell us why. I mean, like, I can get a gist. I can make some educated guesses, but give us the TLDR.
But if this is your first time hearing about Heather, which I doubt it is, if you're watching this video, you probably already know who Heather is. But if this is your first time hearing about Heather, you're going to find out in this video exactly why she has trouble keeping relationships. So Heather goes on to tell the story of how she met her current boyfriend who's incarcerated. His name is Dylan, and she met him.
He looks kind of like Xavier. Imagine if Xavier is Dylan in disguise. It's fucking Dylan's brother or something.
At a party at his apartment. Apparently she was close friends with a friend of his, and Heather went to the restroom and Dylan happened to be in the shower.
That's a weird place for a guy to be.
Which is kind of weird to me. If you're throwing a party, why would you be taking a shower while there's a bunch of people in your house? Especially people you might not know. Kind of weird, but
probably not actually true. But
anyways, I kind of have trouble believing that story. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments about that.
So you're gonna pick up your man?
Yeah. In Joliet, he's been in there for 5 years.
It's a crazy.
Oh my God.
So Heather goes on to
that's a crazy haircut. I paused at the wrong time. That's a crazy haircut too, though.
Tell us that Dylan is in for 5 years for selling ecstasy to an undercover cop, and that she found out that he has actually been arrested multiple times. And once he was about 3 months in, he asked Heather to marry him.
That's what we call a red flag. That's a red flag.
I've been visiting Dylan in prison for like
what kind of fucking outfits that?
that's 5 years. Every Saturday and Sunday because I love him and I feel like even
bruh, not the butthole lips.
no, we are not married. Dylan and I are already married in our minds.
So Heather just rants about how Dylan is her soulmate. He speaks to her mind, body, and soul, and that he's been calling her his wife basically a few months after they met.
All right, so they get reunited. Which is like, this is where all the good clips come from because it's just a hot mess right away. Also, I don't know, like she had hair in like the pre-interview or post it. I'm assuming it's pre and not, maybe it would have to be post actually if she's explaining things. I don't know. I didn't watch Live After Lockup. I probably have to do that if we're going to keep this. If this is going to turn into a series, I'll have to do that. But why did you cut your hair all off and dye it like fluorescent red? Do you think maybe Dylan asked her to do that? Who knows?
So Heather shows up to pick Dylan up, and he's just talking about how he's so happy to be out, and he thought it would be a scarier process, and that he's got his beautiful woman by his side and a beautiful.
She looks like Cyberpunk, but she's just like deadlocked in his face.
Beautiful life ahead of them, and this is what Heather has to say.
It's perfect. We could play role play on that later. I could be like, oh yeah, you naughty prisoner. You don't want to go back to prison?
Got some handcuffs?
Yeah. Damn it. Oh my
What are they? They're just gonna like fuck in the middle of the street? Is that what's about to happen there?
God.
Get out of here.
So it's safe to say that Heather has always been obsessed with Dylan since she met him, and even to this day, she still is.
I mean, yeah, she kept talking about him, right? Aunt Diane. Okay, so we'll get to find out who Aunt Diane is.
The next
That's Aunt Diane. She gone.
scene I want to talk about is the scene at Aunt Diane's house. This is Aunt Diane, Heather's late aunt, and Dylan was supposed to be staying at her house with Heather while he was on parole. So let's go ahead and watch that scene.
Babe,
I really want to lay down. I don't feel good.
Oh, I gotta go home. I cannot have the aggravation. Oh, I know you can't have the aggravation here.
So basically, Heather starts acting like a big baby.
I mean, she looks older than him. I think like Dylan looks like a little old baby. He gets sent to prison right when he turned of age to go to prison, it seems like, which really sucks for him, right? Unless she's just aged really bad. I don't know how old she is.
Because Dylan is talking to her Aunt Diane and her other Aunt Stacy about Heather and how she's such a great girl, but Heather thinks that he's over there just spending all of his time with them, when in reality, he's getting comfortable with her family and getting to know them. Now, this just goes on to show you how jealous Heather can be.
instead of, showing gratitude, she's talking in a way that I would never talk to any of my family members.
So what? She's mad that Dylan's getting to know his family. You know how many women would like kill to have a guy like even give a fuck about their family? You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of guys are even interested in going to like family get-togethers and shit like that.
They're talking about you, baby. I'm absolutely speechless.
Can I do anything for you? I can share some time with my husband.
I got you, baby.
Ever in life. Like just once would be great.
All right.
I mean, for crying out loud, she's jealous.
He just got out of jail, right? He just got out of jail. You got a whole life ahead of you, right? Unless you're planning to go back there, which I don't think you should. Probably shouldn't do that.
Of her boyfriend talking to her elderly aunt.
That's pretty crazy. Like, when I was getting clips from this, I didn't like watch it all through. I just got like her blowing up basically and sliced them in with Daniel Larson and Queen of Spade and was like, all right, let's get it for the trailer. And it didn't even work on the trailer, but I did not know that was the context of that. I thought she was just like mad about something else. And I was like, I don't have time to figure out what this drama is about. That is crazy though. That's fucking crazy.
So it's the next day, and Heather and Dylan are on the way to the DMV to get Dylan.
But if she has beef with her family, why did she bring Dylan over to see them? Did the like camera people just be like, we're going to go over to your aunt's for the show? Actually, I could see them doing that. Probably the producers would be like, it would be drama. What's Aunt Diane's deal? I don't know. I have no idea. She's just a nice old lady, it looks like.
A driver's license, and things are seeming to go good. Last night, they were intimate together. They had a great rest of their night after the Aunt Diane fiasco, and today things are looking up. That is
the Aunt Diane fiasco. So this is just day 2. This is just day 2 of him being out. So it was day 1 that she's like, I just need to see my husband alone for 1 second.
Until they show up to the DMV.
Yay. But it might be too late to test.
If it is, I'm going to be so mad. Not at you, at the fact that they don't do testing.
So already Dylan has said one wrong thing to make Heather mad, and here she goes already bitching and complaining.
He just got out of prison and needs to get an ID.
I don't know if we need to tell them that part.
And honestly,
he just got out of prison. He needs an ID.
He's absolutely right. Why did she have to bring up the prison part?
Because there's camera crew following you from afar, and they might be like, what's going on over there? I don't know why I'm defending her. It's true. I don't know why she brought that up.
Into the line because we were late.
Because of makeup.
Because of makeup. Uh-oh. That's going to be strike 2. Dylan, you should know better, Dylan. Come on.
You say it's my fault?
I'm just joking.
No, it was not because of me.
See, like, the short hair makes her angriness so much worse, and especially like the redness of it. Like it would have been so much better if she just kept her long hair.
It wasn't because of makeup.
Well, I don't know.
So
He corrected. He tried to course correct. You got to give him props for that, Heather. Come on.
once again, Heather is pissed off for the tiniest, smallest, minute thing and decides to storm off and leave Dylan.
Because that's not going to make it into the show if he caused a whole big fuss over one little thing. She just rushed past it. They probably wouldn't even mentioned it. If there was really no other drama happening, they probably would have squeezed it in just to get something like to make the runtime. But I don't think you need to worry about making the show's runtime with this lady.
And Heather's being completely irrational.
Heather, hold on.
I need a second. Give me my keys, please.
So Dylan ends up getting in the car with Heather, and Aunt Diane calls and tells him that his parole officer is there at the house, which makes Heather even more mad.
I might go back to prison my first day out. Can you give me
Two.
Has she been to prison before? It's just so I don't know. Why is the parole officer at Aunt Diane's house? Is that where you're supposed to be staying?
Heather, slow down. Slow down.
When you leave prison, your first order of business is get to your parole site and check in with your parole officer. And now I'm panicking.
Oh, okay. So this is actually the first day before they arrived at Aunt Diane's house. So they were on the way to Aunt Diane's house and the parole officer showed up, and this made Heather angry for some reason.
Well, that's not his fault.
I don't know why. But anyways, Dylan shows up, his parole officer's there, he checks in, and Heather's saying how she's so scared he might go back to jail again and that she can't do this again.
Well, everything's documented because you're on a show called Love After Lockup. It'd be like, look, if you're really concerned about where I've been over the past, like, I don't know, little bit, if you think I was like running drug deals or something, I got a whole fucking camera crew with me. They'll vouch for me. Why is anyone even concerned? I'd be so happy if a fucking camera crew is following me around. If I just got out of prison and they're trying to put me back there, I'd be like, nah. I'd be like, go to this guy. Get all the fucking footage. I didn't do anything wrong.
And it's like, well, you're the one who was late. You took all that time having him grab your ass and spraying stuff on him and biting his neck, and you could have been on your way already.
Well, is she upset here about that? I don't know. That was weird though.
Dylan was in prison. He was so doting and so attentive and just so different.
How can you be doting and attentive in prison? I mean, I guess you don't really have much else to do than really just talk to. I don't know how he's talking to her. Like, I'm assuming he only has set amount of times he could talk to her. So obviously she's going to have his undivided attention during those times. But at the other times, he's just doing prison stuff, right? Okay.
You know, after 5 years of waiting for him, he should take my side. And I feel like asking for more of Dylan's time and attention is not weird. Like, that's the expectation that was set.
So
we're not even 48 hours in, and you're already. Okay, hold on. Where else has he even been? He's been with you the whole time, right?
at this moment in time, Heather is still pissed off that Dylan was there interacting with Aunt Diane and Aunt Stacy instead of in the room with Heather immediately having sex after he got home.
Yeah, how dare you get to know my aunts?
And you cannot tell me otherwise.
If you're going to be jealous of me interacting with your 90-year-old aunt on oxygen, how are you going to feel about it when I go to the gym or to get the mail?
Okay, so then this was the moment that Aunt Diane called to tell
He has got a point, dude. What are you gonna do when I go to gym or I go to get the mail? Like, I was just having like friendly conversation with your family members, and you freaked the fuck out. She cut off all her hair and dyed it red. Usually when we're going through something, we either do one or the other. Homegirl did both. Abort mission. Yeah, no, for real, right?
Dylan about the parole officer being there. And shortly after, Heather gets mad and starts speeding off on the freeway.
Okay.
Thank you, Aunt Diane. Hi. See, and this is what I'm talking about. And it's
Heather,
they're
please.
gonna threaten me.
Heather,
Okay.
chill. All right. I need you to calm down before you even get started. All right. We're both stressed out right now. Can you give me a break?
Can you give me one?
I'm tripping. I might go back to prison my first day out. Can you give me
too?
No, you got some Tokyo Drift going on? Who produced? I gotta watch Love After Lockup now. I think I could chill with the producers. They're pretty cool. I can tell by how they did the show. They're pretty cool.
slow the car down? Heather.
So Heather begins driving like a bat out of hell, and Dylan is scared shitless that they're going to get pulled over and he's going to end up going back to jail. He multiple times asks Heather, please stop the car, but instead he ends up throwing the car in park and ends up getting out of the car to leave.
Hurt! Heather, stop the car! Stop the car! I'm telling you to stop! You're being a psycho! Sorry, I put the car in park.
Give me the keys. Don't do this.
I'm putting the car in park. One day out of prison. Oh my goodness.
So
oh man, she was I don't know. Why are you messing with, like, you're playing with not fire, but you're pushing the envelope way too much. And then this is what happens, bro. Like, what did you expect?
it seems we found the reason that Heather has trouble keeping relationships.
Who's this guy? Is this the cameraman? Oh, maybe he's like, we're gonna need our mic back.
Heather acts out, and if she doesn't get what she wants, or if the person doesn't accept her acting out, she gets so angry and begins to act out even more. And in turn, the person who's with Heather can't handle this, so they end up leaving.
Heather slowed down just enough for me to snatch the keys out of the ignition after I threw it into park.
You bitch! You bitch!
Ooh, man, look at that. Look at that's like a rabid animal right there. Holy moly. What was Dylan thinking? I guess he wasn't thinking. I guess you don't have a lot of options when you're in jail.
In public with people around watching.
I hate you. Give me my phone. Put it through the crack and get out of my life.
I have nowhere to go. I live with you.
Ah, that feeling when you got treated better in prison than when you get out. That's fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy, bro.
So Heather basically takes off on Dylan with no phone, no car, no nothing, just the camera crew to help him. So the camera crew basically allow Dylan to use their phones.
Because they're cool, like I said.
Or one of their phones to go and contact his mom, to meet up with his mom and aunt at a restaurant. And basically, that's the end of Heather and Dylan.
Okay, so she's 33. He is 30. She's a model. Is she?
Was very quick. It took.
How long was he in there? Possession of ecstasy, 5 years, and he's 30. So he went in when he was 25. That's pretty young to go to prison, bro. I mean, like, James got institutionalized basically within a year. So, like, imagine being there 5 years and you're getting out, and real life is crazier than prison. Yeah, fuck that.
Like 2 days. Anyways, you guys, those are, in my opinion, the craziest Heather moments on Love After Lockup. Let me know what you think.
Yes, that is like I said, that's a pretty good video. Like, it's very rare that I would watch a video all the way through like that, especially if it's someone else's video, kind of dissecting things. Because it's usually like what I would do with clips. So go give Smitten Kitten a sub if you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it, so I'll sub to her too. There you go. And look, it's on the right account. That's good. So there's the police one as well. Oh yeah, let's look up BCG. I guess we can do BCG. Let's see. Okay, nothing there. Oh, whoa. We are BC. This is more recent than Crazy Train. Okay, let's subscribe to them too then. And let's watch this most recent one, I guess. Just okay. Live Meltdown. This was just yesterday. That's 20 minutes. Okay, so there's a 7-minute one and there's a 28-minute one. Can we get through the 28-minute one? I don't know. We'll do the 7-minute one, and then I'm also going to pull up the other one that I was talking about before. I have to open a new tab for that. It's okay. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Okay. I thought I was loading the wrong one for some reason. Let me pause it so it doesn't just get all crazy. Because 2 things are going to load at once. And it might be even like glitching my voice right now. I'll be like, duh. As police reports on YouTube, PD reports. I'm assuming that's police department reports, right? I'll see her model. Oh God. Oh God. Do I want to see her model? Let's do. Well, that should. Okay. All right. What? No. Looking at the wrong one. Here we go.
So I basically.
So this is the most recent one. I don't know the context. Hopefully she gives us a little bit of context. But let's just see what this is about.
We've been calling all over to try to gain some understanding and direction, get listings of all of the incidents and police reports that I can possibly gather. I need to request FOIA reports, which I've done on my laptop and been prevented from doing numerous times.
For what though?
So at this point, I feel like just obtaining all of the police report and record numbers and going into my lawyer's office with them and having him attempt to get them, or maybe even a representative or advocate at the federal Dirksen building, may be the only next best option. As I'm going through all of these things, I'm looking at each and every town and jurisdiction where I went for assistance or was sexually assaulted or was bludgeoned or was corruptly targeted. And all of them are close to my family members. I filed reports for the sexual assaults as well as the stalking in the town where my mom lives. Has my mother been being targeted? Is that why she hasn't been calling me since last year? In where my children live, I was chased by multiple on camera, unmarked cars from Westchester. That's within 3 miles of.
Wait. That's the thing I think that I was talking about earlier, the police chase that apparently she always lies about. So that's, I have that pulled up on the other screen. We're going to watch it after. It's like 14 minutes. It's pretty crazy. Unless you're talking about a different police chase with unmarked cars, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same one.
Of the town where my children live, the big kids, are they being targeted now because of that? My ex-husband, the kid's father, is he being targeted because of that? Chicago jurisdictions, it's the same thing. Anytime that I have brought them a case where I've been victimized and they have refused to even so much as start an investigation, are they then out of animosity or irritation or annoyance or because the state's coming down on them or whatever, now targeting my Orlando?
Yeah, I did see like on her Twitter, she was like, or maybe it was her Instagram, in late September, she was like 20 weeks pregnant, which would have been, I think, 4 or 5 months, right? Yeah, because 20 divided by 4, or would it be? Yeah, 20 divided by 4 is 5.
Alexis's dad, my youngest child, I have 3 kids. The first 2 have one father, the baby has another father. If every place that I go, I get attacked, and then
Where are her kids right now? Are her kids with her baby daddies? Or are they in foster care? Are they with family members? Were they with Aunt Diane or something? Like, where's she? I have so many questions because, like, if she has a mom, if she's angry that her mom is not talking to her or anything, like, why were they visiting Aunt Diane and her other aunt on Love After Lockup? Like, why wouldn't they go visit her mom, right? Is her mom just as crazy as she is? Is her mom sane and doesn't want anything to do with her? Like, yeah, I got a lot of questions.
I go to police for help and they don't help me, but instead arrest me or chase me down the street or enter some sort of fictitious charges. And then I pursue charges against them. Are they going after my family members? Is that why Orlando is not allowing my youngest daughter to call me anymore? You know, what is going on? So as someone who is not a dummy, who's pretty smart and who is a loving mother who misses her children desperately and wants to be at home, where do I go from here?
But where is home? Like, I'm assuming she doesn't have a home if she's homeless.
I'm now being denied medical assistance.
The dad,
do I have to leave the state where I live with no budget? I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm 20 weeks pregnant and I'm being blatantly denied a doctor. I've literally been going into Northwestern Hospital every other week, almost, to have checkups through the ER. Like, you can't. If I have insurance through the state, you would think that it would be in there.
Okay, that's good. If they have full custody, they have full custody for a reason. It means like a court decided that she was unfit to care for them. So crazy as. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm concerned. She looks like she does drugs, right? You shouldn't be doing drugs if you're pregnant. That kid's going to have a lot of, problems if it's going to be born addicted to something. You don't have the money, the resources to take care of it. Like, who is this kid's dad? Is it Xavier or is it just somebody else? And Xavier's just a homeless guy that she met along the way.
Their best interest to allow me to see a regular doctor, right? Not go to the ER for all my care. But they won't help me in any way. They won't assist me in any way. I don't know what to do. So I'm sitting here.
Notebooks. What are these notebooks saying?
Going over.
She's being like 8 Mile on the bus. She's like, boom, 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 one shot, one opportunity. Sees everything I ever want. And then she's gonna bust out into some rhymes. I would listen to her music. Does she make music like Daniel Larson?
For everything, case by case by case, the dates, the report numbers. It always starts with me going to them for help, and then I'm arrested. I
don't know. I think there might be more to it than that. I'm pregnant and I need medical attention. We're gonna arrest you. Like, that's just not really how America works, but okay.
I never have any knowledge of me having any warrants issued. And then it's like they don't even want to press charges. They want to bleed dry any resources or sponsors that I have, which is why my sponsors have had to stay incognito and pretend like they're not even in existence.
That's not how a sponsor works, bro. Like, you can't. Okay, usually if a sponsor is giving you money, they want you to promote their products, right? So you can't really be incognito and promoting their products. But you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? The sponsors are incognito. So they're just giving you money without expecting anything in return. They're like, we'll wait for the heat to die down. Everyone doesn't think you're crazy. We'll keep giving you money, though. And then, then you can market our products. What are you talking about?
As soon as I get in a home or begin working, are they going to come try to bleed me dry again? I mean, this is the unlawful targeting that I've discussed and that I've written narratives about so many families in this country experiencing. Why am I still outside in a tent? It's been 4 years. I have no criminal record. The officer that I just spoke with in Lombard said that I pled guilty to failing to yield to a stop sign. Now that's my criminal record. Okay. So what does that mean? Because I failed to yield on my stop sign, I don't deserve victim services for being bludgeoned? Or
there are people who, like, I might be exaggerating here. I was going to say murdered their entire family. I'm going to try to find an example that is actually like a real example that we could use. There's people, that's a bad example. I was going to say like the chainsaw murderer who ended up being like a lumberjack in Norway. He's living a full life. He's doing great. Like, there's people who have done worse things who can get their shit together. It's not impossible. Just because you have, like, even if you did have a really bad criminal record, it doesn't mean life is over. It just means like you got to work a little extra harder. I don't think she's putting in the work, as James Soroka would say, or else she would probably be getting a little bit better results than, I don't know, just the limited She's got one thing going for her, right? She's pregnant, so people are going to feel bad for her and give her donations for food and stuff. So she's got that. But like, if you want to get out of your tent, I think you have to actually dream. I was gonna say dream a bit bigger. She dreams way too big. I don't really have much advice for her. I think she might be too crazy to give advice to. Not that she would even listen to it anyway. So like, I don't know.
Or raped or stabbed. I'm just so confused.
That's how you beg for it. Just show your stuff. Look, I'm pregnant. Imagine she wasn't even pregnant.
Try to stay calm for the baby. It's just a very confusing time. And I know for a fact that they have taken women like me in similar circumstances as me and impregnated them. So they literally, Xavier was sent to me. I didn't know Xavier. I was literally brought by a man, Juan, who I was working for, doing roofing repair. So it's like insurance claims and things like that. I was translating all of his documentation and rhetoric from English to Spanish and Spanish to English. He and his son brought me downtown, where I waited approximately 2 hours for, and Xavier approached me and said his brother worked for the district attorney. He was familiar with my case and he could help me, that he had a safe place for me to stay. We stayed there under a week or maybe 2, and we've been outside ever since.
What happened to that place? That seems really weird and sketchy as well. How did he even know any of that? I mean, like, I'm assuming these are just lies or delusions, unless Xavier is just as crazy as she is and has been like watching her on social media. It's like, you know what? I want to go be with this crazy lady.
And we're not being treated very nicely. So what's really going on here? You know, and it's not going to stop by me leaving the state of Illinois. I left the state of Illinois on a vacation, not even like I need to leave the state of Illinois. Even though my lawyer had told me in 2019, you need to flee the state of Illinois, I laughed at him. I was like, Nick, I'm not fleeing anyone. I have no money. My home is here. My kids are here. I'm not running away.
What happened to your house? Why did you leave then? What is happening?
And he told me the same thing like 3 weeks ago. They're targeting you again. You need to flee the state of Illinois. And he said, Heather, for your mental health, you need to leave the state of Illinois. I said, Nick, I don't even have $1 right now. Not even $1. I'm sleeping in a tent and all my stuff is in the cart. How do you want me to flee the state? Where do you want me to go? What do you expect me to do? And after I was bludgeoned in 2021, bludgeoned with a tire iron by a man, I just called for follow-up on that case. They don't know if they know the person was arrested. They don't know if the state picked up the charges. How can the state of Illinois see my name as the victim in over 30 violent cases, including rape, and tell each and every area detective there's not enough physical evidence to charge?
I don't know. I'm not the legal system. If that's true, that's terrible. If it's not true, and if it's just a sob story for donations, that's pretty terrible, but a different kind of terrible. You know what I mean? But yeah, like Cozy, you've been saying, them crazy eyes, bro. Them crazy eyes.
There's not clearly something going on here. I've made it my entire existence without ever even so much as being in a fist fight. Now I'm being raped regularly, stabbed, beaten, bludgeoned, separated from my family and children. And if this is the targeting that I as an adult am experiencing, what are they doing to my children and my family who cannot verbalize or articulate or even understand what's going on? And how do I make it stop? It's like, I wish for once there would just be one person in the comments who like was genuine, you know, who was like, damn, that's fucked up. This is what you should do. There never is. There's never any advice. Just
Does she block a lot of people who like show up in the comments that are actually trying to be supportive or trying to understand her situation? And she gets all angry and it's like, get out of here. And then you have to just be like a yes man to her basically, or else she'll fucking block you, which is even worse because that's basically like just feeding into their delusions, which is why, I don't know. Just getting an account to even record James Soroka was a pain in the ass a lot of times.
a whole lot of condemnation and hate. And I cannot take it anymore. As I always say, if you guys are here to hate me, just go away. This is my safe place, not yours. Mine. Your page is your safe place, and I promise you one thing, I will never be in your comments telling you that you're a piece of shit.
Has she done that to anyone? She seems like the kind of person who would do that. This is the infamous. Wait, no, that's not it. Or I got my tabs mixed up. Give me 1 second here. This is the infamous police chase. It is. It's called the infamous police chase. Okay, cool. I was just coining it that, but no, it's actually titled that. And then the other one is some crazy hour cop confrontation in the park that I was like, I want to watch this, but I'll wait to do it on stream. Every time, man, every time fucking Beagle goes off, I'm like, oh, is James back? No, he might be back in 2 days though, because it's his birthday, and Congress like he'll be back on his birthday. You were suspended for a day because you said her name, right? Which is like crazy. It's like YouTube shouldn't be doing that shit. Bum, 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 bum. Why is it just doing the spinning circle of death? Well, I'll play it. Let's just see what happens.
You guys, I need help. There are officers boxing me in everywhere. I don't think that they're real officers. I'm afraid. I need help. I called 911. They're not sending anyone. I'm terrified.
They are 911. They're already officers on scene.
Please help me. These are not. I need help. These officers are literally boxing me in, trying to hurt me. I don't know them. I have not committed a crime. I literally pulled over. I pulled over because an officer was trying to pull me over, okay? I pulled over. He tried to force me into a parking lot. I don't know where this parking lot is. I don't want to be off the main road because of the issues I've had with law enforcement for no good reason.
But like, and see, this is like the same thing with you can't call the shots with police officers. You don't get to tell the police officers how to do their job, unfortunately, unless they're actually like going outside of the law and they're not supposed to do that. Like I've seen like audit the police. But I don't think she knows enough about the legal system to be able to do that. Like I don't know. Why were they even pulling you over? What's even crazier is by the end of it, I think they just gave up chasing her. Which, what? How?
Now they're trying to force me into an isolated parking lot that is off the main street where everyone could see me. I say no, and they try to box my car in. They won't pull me over on the regular street. Why won't they pull me over in front of everyone? If there's no problem.
Maybe it's like, I don't know, dude. Maybe it wasn't safe.
See, look, nope. Help me. Help me.
Yelling at a random person.
Help me. No. They help me. What the fuck are they doing?
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
You don't get to do this. They're going from town to town. They're following me from Westchester to Maywood. They will not identify themselves. They have no labels on their cars. This is corruption.
They were marked police. I saw the fucking markings.
I just went to Walgreens. I'm going to show you. I'm going to upload a video of this. They would not dispense me my medication after being assaulted sexually. Now they are trying to.
She just ran a stop sign, bro. She just ran a stop sign. Look, I'll put it back. Watch.
After being assaulted sexually. Now they are trying to force me into a parking lot, which I said no already. I will not do. This is awful.
I just saw you violate a traffic thing. Like you're not. That might be the reason they're trying to pull you over, and they're definitely police cars.
I'm not doing this. This is awful. This is gang related or mob related or over. I need help. I don't know what to do. They're following me from town to town. This is clearly not their jurisdiction anymore.
And like if you're listening to dispatch, we're like, suspect is blowing through multiple stop signs and will not pull over. And like, what are you expect? Oh my god, this is crazy.
They're real police officers. Then how do they do that? And look, now that I just said that, they just went away. Look at this. Now that I just said that, they just went away. This is corrupt.
Like she seems like a drug addict. Yeah.
This is disgusting. I need help. This has been over a year of this. I need help. Me and my children need to be removed from this fucking corrupt ass state immediately. I need help. I am not safe. Look, they're gone now. You guys all just saw that. Did you not? They're gone now. They're gone.
Yeah. That to me, that's crazy. Why did she actually lose him? Grand Theft Auto style? Like, how did they lose her?
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. You won't dispense me my medication. You're
two different entities, like the police and the pharmacist. They're not in cahoots with each other, but okay.
Following me from city to city. You won't
There's police in every city. I don't think it's the same police.
Identify yourself as a police officer. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no. I hope there's drugs involved too, or else, yeah, this is some pretty crazy mental stuff.
No, no. This is not, I'm not doing this. Oh my God.
I wish I had that kind of privilege where I could just be like, nope, I'm not pulling over. No, 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 no. That not happening. And then you actually just get to go off and be crazy for the rest of the day somehow.
I don't know who the fuck to even call.
Ghostbusters. What's with her tongue sticking out like that? I think she has to be on something, right? She can't feel her face. You know, it must be coke or crack, right? I don't know what Adderall does to you or fucking meth. Never done Adderall or meth.
I don't know who to call. I need to get to Chicago. And
what's in Chicago, bro?
They don't want me in Chicago. They keep telling me, don't go to Chicago. Don't go to Chicago. It's dangerous.
Then don't go.
I think Chicago was the only place protecting me. I don't even know what to fucking say or do anymore. This is wild. Who are these fucking people? These cops are out of kid. I don't even know if they're real cops. Like, who are these people? You pull me over for no reason, and I pulled over. I went to the side of the road. I'm on Roosevelt and Manheim. I pull over in Westchester. I pull over, right, with no problem. I'm sober. I haven't done anything wrong. I was going to pick up my medicine and drive DoorDash. I pull over on the side of the road, and you guys, all this stuff started with Dylan, with my...
How long? How long had it been? A long time. I'm going to tell you right now, a long time, because look how long her fucking hair is. When she saw Dylan, her hair was like cyberpunk, super short. She looked like one of the people from Reboot. Remember the show Reboot where they had like fucking crazy colored hair and they was all short and shit? And like, yeah, no, she looked like Reboot. And now her hair's this long. So unless that's a wig, Dylan was forever ago. How the fuck are you correlating Dylan with whatever the hell just happened here?
My ex Dylan, the show Love After Lockup, you could Google it, you could YouTube it. This is when all the corrupt stuff started happening. Like, he's beating me and they don't arrest him. They throw me into the street. What is going on?
Dylan went off with his mom and he was never seen again. I actually don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it seems to have been.
What is going on? Now, I'm driving down Roosevelt Road and Manheim Road. I go... They pull me over. They put their lights on. I pull over, no problem. Whatever, you know. Maybe I did something I didn't realize, but I didn't. I pull over on the side of the road.
I love that. I love it. Maybe I did something I didn't realize, but I didn't. So, like, how would you know? Because you didn't realize it, right?
I wait for them to come, or I want them to come. They go like this, trying to force me in this back parking lot off the main road. What? Why? If you're giving me a ticket, why are you trying to force me off the main road into where are you trying to take me? You know, I've already been through this once back in 2015 when they took me illegally and threatened to take my children from me. I've already been through this, you know? I've already been through this. My lawyer for that told me to flee the state and I didn't listen. I stayed. Nick Albuquerque, I stayed. I said, no, I'm not going to flee the state. Why would I flee the state? I'm not going to flee the state. Why? Because they're corrupt and thirsty? No, I'm not going to fucking flee the state. So they illegally grabbed me once. Unlawful, what is that called? Unlawful restrained or arrest, some shit.
Close.
This is in 2015, and I have all the receipts to prove all this. Then
she can never show any. I mean, she got her notebooks, right? Her little notebooks where she just writes handwritten stuff.
That officer ends up sexually harassing me. He was a nice guy, but he sexually harassed me.
He was a nice guy, but he sexually harassed me? What are you fucking kidding me?
Told my lawyer. The lawyer said you have to let him do it to get proof. Gave it to the lawyer. The lawyer goes in front of IA, Internal Affairs. They call me in. I have to testify to all of this, which I did. I testified to all of this. The guy lost his job. He would show up at my house. He would try to take me to concerts and events, whatever.
He lost his job, just like James makes everyone else lose their jobs. You lost the job.
You know, whatever. Whether he was well-intentioned or not, that's what my lawyer told me to do. That's what I did. I let him continue coming on to me.
Yeah, it sounds like you were trying to entrap a police officer. You have to let it happen so we can get evidence, so we can charge him. So it sounds like if there was something happening, it sounds like the cop seemed to think it was consensual because you were going along with it, just to frame him and get a fucking police officer to make it seem like he was sexually harassing him. Would you get a lot of money for that? What would her incentive be to do that?
I got the proof and I gave it to him, period. Now, that was in 2015. After that, I was told, me and my lawyer were told, you know, it's taken care of. That is, in my opinion, and my suspicion of when they went into my phone illegally. And
well, like, because if you're an empathetic person, this is a crazy person, right? So you're going to try to feel like, well, why is she crazy? You know, something bad must happen to her. So when she says that, you're going to be like, oh, that's sad, right? But, you know, you can't just believe people at face value, especially, well, this is a lot of nonsense.
And log themselves into my iCloud. So, and I didn't know until later. So all of this shit is happening illegally, you know, sexual harassment, threatening to take away my family from me, showing up at my house uninvited. It's just all bad. Now, that was in 2015. Everything was pretty quiet while Dylan was in prison. Then he comes out and it's balls to the wall. Everything is awful. Everything is terrible. I mean, I can't even predict why or where it's going to come from. It's coming from everywhere. I go to the courthouse. I give him a video of him saying, yes, I beat you. Yes, I beat you. Yes. And they don't.
You two are both toxic. When did Dylan beat her though? Like, when would he have had the opportunity to? Because he was in prison. And then when he got out of prison, he was on camera for Love After Lockup. And then he's gone. So are you implying that like he beat you while the camera people were around? Did he beat you like behind closed doors in those 2 days and you just didn't have any markings on you? I'm not saying like if he did do that, that's bad. But like the way she makes it sound is like he beat you into a pulp and you got like, where's any evidence of this? You can't just say that shit.
Do anything. They do nothing. As a matter of fact, they allow him to get an order of protection and throw me out.
Okay. Yeah, if she was in custody, obviously it can't be consensual. But she's saying like he used to show up at her house and stuff uninvited. I don't know. Maybe she did invite him. She's, yeah, you can come over anytime, you know.
Of my own apartment. If you guys remember this, I went live during all of this. There were people, you know, around my house. It was terrifying. It was an absolutely terrifying situation. I'm over that now. My life has been more calm. I've been door dashing. I get random threats. I, you know, get stalked from time to time. But for the most part, things have been a lot calmer and settled down. I start applying for other jobs, you know, big girl jobs. I get 3 callbacks. They're all fake. They're not real jobs. They're people who are either hacked into my phone or my email and seeing who I send job applications out towards and then calling me and pretending to be them. They send me a link that's a data collection link. It's an unsecure website. It's a form, a landing page that you land on and fill in and submit back. And that's how they hack into your devices, obtain your information illegally, UDIDs, phone numbers, names, photos, whatever you've got. They hack right in through there.
Yeah, are you sure about that? It's not just like they're taking your email or whatever other information you use and just like selling it to third-party companies for data collection. So they send you like phishing emails and stuff. I don't think they can just hack into your device by you filling out a form, because they wouldn't even need you to fill out the form. They would just have you fucking like they would know your information. You can find Heather Gillespie's information without her filling out the fucking form. You know what I mean?
So credit card information, whatever. They can get it. They could get whatever they want. Now, all of this is going on, right? And what am I supposed to do? If I've already gone to the police, local law enforcement, I've already gone to the courts, who can I now trust? You know, who And I'm sure, you know, he's working with them, whatever they've got going on, whatever cases that they're working. That has nothing to do with my life being terrorized and tortured and me being held unlawfully and illegally and my human civil rights being violated over and over and over and over again, over and over. And then they put me in these positions where it's like, my Facebook will be completely isolated. I'll only be able to receive messages from a specific one person. And then that one person ends up doing something disgusting to me, like take advantage or rape or whatever. And it's crazy. It's just absolutely insane what's going on here. So you guys just saw that. All of you just saw that. I think there were 5 officers trying to force me off the road with their vehicle right now in wherever I was, Hillside. I have nowhere to go now. I don't know what to fucking do. And it'll just calm down after this now. No one will fuck with me for like a week because they're afraid they're going to get caught. I don't believe they're real officers. I don't
know. Angela, I checked all 3 emails that I gave you. I don't see anything. I checked the junk mail. I don't know. I don't know. I did that. I don't know.
Don't believe it for 1 second. They don't follow the laws. Their cars had no markings. Like, you're in a plain black car with lights on it and you want me to just pull over? And then I pull over and you wave me off into a parking lot? Who are you fucking people and what do you want from me?
Talk to him. Talk to him. Find out.
What do you want? Like, and as soon as you start speaking truth and saying something terrible is going on, I don't know what to do. Like, what is happening? You know, you're crazy. Oh, Heather, it's not, you're right. It's not everyone else. It's not you. It's everyone else. Well,
no, it's you. It's definitely you.
I just got a video of some officers forcing me off the road, almost causing an accident.
You almost caused an accident. I seen you run at least 2 stop signs, probably 3. I remember distinctly seeing 2 that you ran through.
No reason. They put their lights on. I pulled over on Roosevelt Road in Mannheim. All of this is on video. I'm done with this. Who do I need to call? Who do I need to call?
A mental institution. That's what it says. Yeah, no, a mental institution.
My own lawyer, Nick Albuquerque, Chicago, Illinois, tells me flee the state. Why is that, Nick? What do you know that I don't know? What the fuck is going on here? Please share this video. Please share this video. Like, I look like shit. I like to get dressed up and do photo shoots. I like to take pride in the way I look. I like to look, you know, put together. I like to be focused and well-spoken. I apologize if I was not completely articulate in this video. I am panicking. Like, this is wild. Police officers, people who are out to take care of you, to keep you safe, they don't push your car off the road. Also, please review my post on cherry picking. I am not paranoid. I am not schizophrenic. The only mental health issues that I have are that I'm completely stressed out because I've literally been being chased, taunted, set up by local government officials, local law enforcement agencies. And again,
that's another James Sorokiism. How is she still going? How is there this much of the fucking video left? What the hell? What else does she have to say?
Believe wholeheartedly.
And that's what I mean. Like, the police are gone. Like, if they were trying to pull her over, I don't know why they just gave up. She's definitely not like in a high speed pursuit or anything. She ran stop sign.
That's the issue here. I got involved. I was residual damage to some investigation they had going on. And now if my truth gets out that they abused me in the way that they did, that they are literally have their hands dirty for everything that's gone on for the last year and a half, they're fucked. They're fucked. And so I believe wholeheartedly that that's why they're so gung-ho on calling me crazy and trying to get others to believe that I'm crazy. I am not crazy. I do not want to die. I am not suicidal. I am happy. I love my life. I love my kids. I want to live. I have so much to give to the world. So anyways, I'm going to get off the live, I think, and figure out what to do right now. I have no idea what to do. Like, I don't know where to go. Where am I going to go? Like, what the fuck am I going to do? I think I'm just going to go to Chicago. I don't really know. Like, and that's another thing. The cops out here say Chicago.
I'm just gonna go to Chicago. The place that they're telling me not to go to. I'm just gonna go to Chicago. What's the worst that could happen? You know, Chicago. I don't know if you guys ever watched American Dad.
Wants me and like be careful of Chicago, but when I go to Chicago, I feel safe, and I don't know. Like I've lived in Chicago for a long time, and I've been safe there. No one has fucked with me. Now all of a sudden, granted, it was the Chicago police the very first time who, you know, threw me out of my apartment when my ex, who was on parole, and again, all of these officials, his parole officer's supervisor, the Chicago police, about 30 different jurisdictions of the Chicago police, Barrington, because I was staying there in a gated community, my car got keyed, Addison, Lombard, there are literally police reports or, you know.
So her and ex just made it to Chicago. That post was pretty interesting. Oh, okay. I'll see if I can find that one after. It's just, I mean, Chicago, doesn't Chicago have like the highest murder rate or gun violence in like all of America? Why the fuck would you want to go be homeless in Chicago of all places? Also, it's going to be winter soon. Like it snows in Chicago, bro. One of the last places in America I would want to be homeless.
Oh, contacts for.
I mean, like the two worst places to be homeless, probably like fucking Chicago and Skid Row in California.
Something happening in all of these cities. So everyone has record and document of all this shit that's going on. I don't know what the fuck that was back there, but someone needs to explain that. Like this video's going to the news. This video's going to some.
She's got kind of like a Minnesota accent. She's going to the news. She kind of sounds Canadian, but like not. I am Canadian, and I'm doing a terrible Canadian accent or Minnesota accent. Chicago is like, wait, is Boston in Chicago? I don't even think. No, probably not. I don't know fucking American geography that good.
Someone needs to explain that. That is not okay. You pull me over for a traffic stop, and then they're screaming over a blowhorn. You're in danger. You're in danger. Am I in danger, or am I in danger from you? Like, are you the danger? Who can we trust? Who can I trust?
I don't know.
That was fucking wild, dude. I love
fucking wild, dude.
Love you guys. Please, you guys, share this video.
All right. Well, it was shared. What do you guys think of that video? Did we learn anything? That's the police chase, apparently, that she's always referencing. Let's see if we can find that the post from saying that they made it to Chicago. Let's see if BCG has it first. Or do you know what social media she posted it to? Because I got her Insta and her TikTok up as well here. I should shut down the Twitter. There's like nothing on her Twitter right now. And that website she has, her website's kind of a mess. There's a meltdown from yesterday with comments. Oh, but it's 28 minutes, that's why. Why didn't I just... There we go. Should be hopefully in order. There we go. Oh, okay, we got part 1 and part 2. That one's only what? 10 minutes. 10 minutes isn't too bad. We can watch part 1 of the meltdown. And if it's really good, I guess I don't know for you to watch all of it. Live from the library. People in the walls want her to air dust her. What? She huffs air duster? Bro. Constipation. That's beautiful. Missing the first minute. Okay, so this channel is more like Steve Soroka. Well, honestly, no. Steve he's like 20 days behind all the time. All right, let's just watch the first one, I guess. The first 10. Oh, she's yelling on a phone. We'll do the duster after this one. Is the Duster good, Cozy? Have you seen the Duster one already? She's done Duster in the past. Oh my. Outside of a Starbucks.
I don't know what you're asking.
Why does this sound like that?
Chicago has numerous locations. Harlem and Grand Avenue, or Harlem and Belmont is where I would like to be dropped off.
Why does it sound like this?
I cannot provide you, for safety reasons, the exact suite name, doctor name, and address of my physician, nor do I have to legally.
Who's she talking to? A cab driver?
The transportation included with the insurance describes that as long as a doctor's appointment that will be verified.
Yeah, the way she talks to people. This is how it's going to work. You were not going to ask me for ID. I'm not going to give you any information that I don't feel like I have to give you, blah, 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 blah. And then if they say, well, no, you have to do this one little thing, that's it. Everyone's out to get me. I'm not doing it. Fuck the world. Whoa.
I'll submit to my insurance company to verify I went, that transportation will be provided.
I mean, I think Crazy Heather would win in a fight against Jimmy. Not that Jimmy wouldn't throw fists at a woman, because obviously he would, but because Jim doesn't do anything all day. He just sits around and gets fat. She, at least I've seen her pushing like her cart, her big heavy cart. She says she's like a bodybuilder. I've seen her doing push-ups or whatever. She's got like that really crazy energy. Like I could see her beating the fuck out of somebody. James, I think can't match that energy. I think he gets like when there's someone more dominant around him, he goes beta male super fast, and then he'll just like curl up into a ball and like let bad things happen to him, unless he has someone he can actually victimize and get into their heads, and you know what I mean. And that's why he's a pussy and he flees anyone who can actually fucking put him in his place. So I definitely think, hands down, Heather Gillespie would win in the Starbucks fight against James Soroka.
I have a bachelor's degree in medical law and ethics and new business development, so I'm very familiar with my rights. Okay, so for the address, you can just type in Harlem and Belmont.
I am not sure, Dreamy. Let's skip to the middle here. And this is titled Meltdown. So I don't know where the meltdown starts happening.
Amount of, tampering, stalking, assault, etc. and so forth. That's why I'm saying Harlem and Belmont is perfect, because as I said, if someone...
The audio is too bad in this. I'm not going to torture us. Let's Also, it's not really much of a meltdown. Did Daniel Larson... Maybe we're kind of numb to meltdowns after seeing Daniel Larson last night. Holy fuck, was he crazy. Okay, people in the walls wanted to do air duster. Let's see this. How long is this? Only a minute. Perfect. The library 1 of 3 is good too. All right, let's do library 1 of 3 as well after this.
I suppose because they would be badgering him in the same way they badgered me.
She's fucking really quiet. Can we? Oh, is there closed captions? Please? Unavailable. No, because you're doing ASMR. All right, let's
do nitrous oxide.
Do nitrous oxide. So you're saying do nitrous oxide.
I suppose because they would be badgering him in the same way they badgered me. These people through the wall, I swear to God, you guys.
They speak through the wall.
I swear to God. They said to me, we have your family.
We have your... Okay, so the nitrous oxide demons are speaking to her through the wall, saying, we have your family.
I said, oh, really? You have my family? I started crying. They said, yeah, we have all your family. They're in this building on the 6th floor.
Yeah, she's a schizophrenic, bro. If she's not a diagnosed schizophrenic, this is schizophrenic behavior.
I want to see him again. And I said, yeah, of course I want to see him again. I swear to God, you guys, on everything I live on my life. The guy goes, oh yeah, how bad
friends for them.
What?
I just burst into tears. That went on for about 72 hours.
That went on. The people in the walls were talking to you for 72 hours?
Straight. Whether I was trying to sleep, whether I was trying to work out, no matter where I went, these people would continue, strangers, to follow me. People I could not recognize from Tom, Dick, or Harry, saying comments like this. Then they brought a can of air duster for your computer and told me, kill yourself. Kill yourself. I swear to God. The only way they would stop saying that they were going to rape my family is if they wanted me to use air duster. I don't use drugs.
I don't use drugs, just like James Soroka. Yeah, no, this is female James Soroka, 1000%. What the fuck is that about? That was some crazy shit. This is what the fuck, bro.
I'm a sober person. I have eyeliner on.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a sober person.
I know. I smoke a little pot.
At least she's got pot, man. At least.
That's it.
Oh, fucking, that was crazy. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck was that? Okay, what's one out of 3 here? Also, I'm going to smoke a bowl real quick in just a second. I need to make an interlude music. I think Heather is gonna be a reoccurring character here. So I'm gonna have to make like a thumbnail for our fancy one, like Daniel Larson. Daniel Larson has a fancy one right now. We'll pick a day, Heather day. I don't know what day is gonna be. There's gonna be a James Soroka day, a Heather day, a Daniel Larson day. Then there's gonna be a Periscope people day. So people at Periscope. Matty R is a fucking insane lunatic, so he needs his own like stream. There's also just interesting characters of Periscope that I want to do stuff on while we're waiting for James to come back, his fucking life together. Then how many days in the week are we at right now? That's 3 or 4. I also wanted to do. I won't show all my cards. I got some things in the work. Basically, I want to fill up a whole week for you guys and make it so I can still do like my full-time job and have like an hour a day. Right now, I'm just like the schedule is like whatever I have available, like whatever free time I have. And then I'm not really capping how long these streams are either, which I'm going to have to do. Right now, we're at 1 hour, 30 minutes. I'm feeling pretty good though. So like I can go a bit longer. This might end up being like 2.5 hours. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go smoke real quick before. Let me get the at least video popped up here. So live from the library, 1 out of 3. Oh, it's only 4 minutes. Okay, so when I get back, it'll be loaded. And then where's the 2? There's 2 and there's 3. So they're uploaded in weird order, but that's okay. I think we could get through all of those without it taking up too much. She looks kind of crazy in the library. I hope she's not. I mean, it's the library. She probably is going to be whispering for all of it. She did get kicked out of a hotel. Okay. I'm just going to put up like a be right back. And what can we do? Where is give me 1 second. I'm just going to get the let me get this pulled up. Then Whew, okay, I am back. When I get my new place, I'm gonna get a mortgage. I'll be able to smoke as much weed as I want inside. But right now, I rent, so I can't smoke weed in this rental, and I'm not going to another rental because rent is super high, and I'm not downgrading. So, I apologize for the delay. Where is I have 3 different tabs up. What the fuck one? Here it is. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is the 1 out of 3 library.
Okay. So we're at the library. Most of you know I have a brief narrative with all my contact information. Among other things, typed up that I've been passing out for 4 years. I've sent it to domestic abuse clinics. I've sent it to law enforcement. I've sent it everywhere.
It's fucking ASMR, bro. Just jack this volume up and my breathing. I gotta get smoother weed.
That no one has touched yet. So we're at the library and I'm typing that out. We get 10 free prints at Chicago Public Library. As you guys also know, 4 or 5 of my laptops and tablets and phones have been stolen.
Who stole your laptops and tablets and phones? I don't know if there's any truth to that. Foodie Beauty, I don't watch Foodie Beauty. Chanting for Christ, I know a bit about Chanting for Christ. I actually have a friend who archives a lot of Chanting for Christ stuff. I don't know if they still do anymore, but at one point in time, they were the leading person doing that. I feel bad for those kids, bro. Rev is a character too. Those 2 are fucking something else.
Some lady dropped us off another phone yesterday with service on it, which is really weird. But I have that, and then I have 4 other.
You're gonna use that, but you're gonna be sketched out about a whole bunch of other innocuous stuff.
Phones. Will gave me one. A couple of other people gave me one. We found one by Lollapalooza. So there's a phone ATM. We're gonna.
She went to Lollapalooza?
Take them to so we can get a little more cash. But I want you guys to stay live with me. Every time I've gone to Chicago Public Library to create this document, they have gone into the computer that I'm using while I'm using it. So I want to just keep you live. Usually when I have someone watching, they don't do it.
So I don't want to keep saying this is just like James because I'm a broken record at this point. But no, she thinks people are watching it. First off, it's a public library. They have every right to monitor what the fuck you're using their computers for. Because what if you're just dealing drugs or distributing CP or something and using the fucking public computer to do that? They'd be somewhat liable, I'm sure, right? So it's for their own protection. You're in a public, but you don't really get privacy. You shouldn't be doing anything private in the public library internet anyways. It's more just for searching up books or doing research or whatever, you know what I mean?
So just in case.
Is she gonna show us how she knows people are watching her while she's using the computer and why? Why would they need to what is her theory on why they're looking at her in the computer? Because I just gave you the reason why they're allowed to, if they were to. What is this? Get it done? It's crazy that the typing is louder than her whispers. What are we looking at here? It's mirrored, so it's hard to see. What are we doing here? What are we watching? What is all this? What is this? CT, these banks? 4.30. Are these like for? Is she applying for credit cards? What am I don't even know, bro. I don't like the library streams. It's really hard to hear her, and like everything's backwards.
No, you don't need to do that. Do you guys see what I'm saying already? You don't have to do this to get into your email account. I've been using email for 20 fucking years. In order for me to verify this email, they're saying I have to go to my primary and verify the email that they send. If I do so, I have to end the live, and then that's when they start fucking with my computer.
It's two-factor authentication. What are you talking about?
It's the same thing for 4 years, literally.
Yeah, someone's sitting behind a box being like, okay, this is how we're going to get her. I see her online. Get it to send her out an email to the phone. Why can't you just go onto the computer and log into the other email on the computer? You don't need to shut down the live. This would be a really stupid plan. We can't have her recording that we're recording her on our own fucking devices that we have every right to monitor their use of.
I want to sue everyone involved. I have so many civil suits that are open and shut cases. Where is my lawyer? Where is Nick Albuquerque? Has anyone seen Nick in person in real life?
I don't know how someone can turn logging into an email into a conspiracy theory, but this woman managed to. Shaq in the mainframe, guys.
I'll be right back, you guys. This is so petty. Okay, I got it.
We're in. What you gonna do? Well, now there's gonna be a whole new problem. She's gonna have an email that sure, an email is gonna be deleted or fucking there's something gonna be wrong about her email. I can sense it.
Finally. So I have a narrative drafted on my phone. I'm gonna email it here.
A narrative. Okay. Gotta show the baby bump. Just to remember, guys, I'm homeless and I'm eating for two, so send money. Why are you showing your email? I'm not even going to zoom in on that because I don't want to know what's in your email. That's probably a stupid thing to show a live stream. Okay. Is that FouseyTube? No, that's FouseyTube. FouseyTube is a locale as well. I'm just like, he annoys me to the point where like, I just don't want him to even exist. So I don't cover him. That would be the only time you ever hear me mention FouseyTube, probably. I really don't like that guy. Okay, so let's do live from the live. Let's do the, how many minutes are these? What? It's 18 minutes. I'm kind of curious to see like what she's gonna find in the email. So let's see a bit of this. The next two are a little boring. All right. Well,
basis, I would say more like a weekly basis is more reliable. And as you guys know, one time.
Why'd you show us your tattoo? I have the crazy park one open as well. Let me. Do I need this one up? No, don't need that one up anymore. Let me close that. Actually, you know what? Before we end, because I want to kind of end off with the long one, we'll check her like Insta and her TikTok real quick as well, since I have them up here. That's just okay. I can get that open too. Do I need this one up? Yeah. We don't need that. Sorry, I'm just organizing some stuff here, guys. All right. Also, I wanted to. We will one day read this whole thing, but we'll get ChatGPT to summarize her fucking mission statement or whatever from her website as well, because that's crazy. So this is her Instagram. Coco Chanel YSL. I don't know what any of that means, but it's Heather Gillespie. She is a writer, artist, fitness, wellness, healthcare pro, creative director, owner, GoPro Solo. All in that crazy font that's really hard to read there. So she's got some pinned ones. These are her kids. Oh god! Every time I show kids on stream, guys, is a flashback. Okay, what's this? So she's looking at a tree. She's on a bench. She has a doctor's appointment this afternoon. The suburbs, and we locked our carts. Is this a video? This is a video. So we'll watch this, I guess. I want to kind of skim through to see what this is about. So they're doing some, I don't know, something on the beach of Chicago, I'm assuming. Bread. Okay. Oh, she looks at videos of herself as well, like the Crazy Train channel, and she's like, "This is evil," but it's your live streams. I don't know how they could be evil. It's you. All right, let's watch this one, and then I'll pull up her TikTok. Because TikTok, those videos got to be short. Gotta show off the baby bump, guys, in every video.
That guy, right?
Look at this.
Okay, so the thing is, I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon. It's all the way in the new suburbs, and we lock our carts in the west side of town in this, what does that say? Hold on. Designated area. That looked like a C and an L. And I was like, what? Last time we left it was immaculate. It's trash now. Shake my head. Why are people like this? This video is from a few minutes before the other one. I literally have taken 2 to 3 since just trying to understand how it could be possible. And they add wrinkles and lines to my face that usually aren't there. I have, what? The regular Botox since I was 27 years old. She's bitching about how she looks in the video. Okay, whatever. Let's just watch the video. Wait, that was the video? We just watched this part. I don't even know what that was about. Okay, let's just move on. See, her posts themselves confuse the fuck out of me. It's really hard to understand what the hell she's even trying to get across on her own social media. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So this is her TikTok. Let's just, are these pins? I don't care about the pins. What's the most recent one? What is all this? Text messages. All right, let's go to. This is her. Is it not playing videos? What's happening? She just has pictures as videos? Am I going crazy? I think it's all the way jacked. The volume is jacked from the whispering. State of sound. Catch us while you can. Maybe TikTok on desktop is just broken. It has to be, right? Has to be. There's no way. I don't know. If it is, then I can share it on share it on my phone another day. I'm not going to hook up my phone or anything right now, though. Let me get this open one. That's crazy, though. TikTok, what's happening with you? Let's try, like, just any other TikTok. Let's go, like, I don't know, home. Show me a conspiracy theory.
Shiny things, but I'd marry you with paper rings.
So TikTok is working. Drag the slider. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why? It just thinks I'm a robot. Look, that's a tree. Maybe that was a glitch. Maybe. Why can't you send the email? Like, the 3 emails? You can't send it to any of them? What's going on there? All right, let's try this. Hey.
7, I want it, I've had it, I love it, so make sure there's more on the way. So good.
You're homeless. You shouldn't be having kids. This is from 2022. I had to go back just because, like, is her new content just soundless? Soundless. It's a mute. It's a mute. Even though the thing's it's a state of sound. It's all just baby stuff. Her TikTok is not very poppin'. What the fuck? This is the beach. All right, let's get out of here. ChatGTP, you're gonna tell me. Do I still have this? Okay. So for this, what? Let me share this. Her TikTok and Instagram were kind of a letdown. I mean, like, where does she go live? Does she go live on Instagram? I'm assuming not TikTok. I didn't check her followers, but I don't imagine she has a lot. Maybe she does have a lot from Love After Lockup. But okay, so this whole thing, this whole long ass thing here, ChatGPT summarizes. It says, this text describes a personal narrative of someone named Heather Gillespie, who has a tumultuous relationship with a person named Dylan, which began in 2015. In the text, Heather recounts how she initially saw Dylan as a source of safety and protection from a chaotic life, but eventually realized he was manipulative and deceitful. Dylan had a history of criminal activity, and Heather had been loyal to him, even though of his prison sentence. However, she discovered that he was cheating on her and had used her financially and emotionally. Despite the hardships, Heather is determined to move on and focus on self-improvement, finding solace in fitness and in a new living environment. In summary, Heather reflects on her past relationship with Dylan, which was initially built on promises of safety and love, but turned to be a manipulative and damaging relationship. She is now determined to move forward and find stability and growth in her life. So that's good. I don't want to read all this. Look how long this is. This is and like, yeah, obviously she's so obsessed with Dylan. If this is all about Dylan, how many times is Dylan mentioned here? Dylan. 6. Okay. That's not too many, actually. 6 times. Dylan was sexy. What the fuck? that's the thing I end up on. So yeah, mentioned 6 times. Honestly, like, my haters mention me more in their rants about me. So maybe, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's the stream. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys are having a great week. Tomorrow maybe I'll do like a Periscope person, or go back to chasing Soroka. When was the last time we did chasing Soroka? I don't know. I'll have to check. And yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out something for us. And Angela, you gotta figure out how to send me an email, or just reach out to me on one of the social medias. You'll have to just bite the bullet and get a social media, I guess. That'd probably be the fastest way to do it. YouTube used to have like a DM feature, and they got rid of it. I don't know why they did that. That'd be useful right about now. Or let's find a whole new social media site. We can just communicate on that. Do you got Discord? I never use fucking Discord. I would have to see what my Discord ID is, but you reach me on there too. WhatsApp. Maybe not WhatsApp. I think that gives out my phone number. I'm trying to do that less nowadays. I gave Conger my phone number. That was risky. Anyways, hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you probably tomorrow. If not, then definitely the weekend for sure, but probably tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.